the only way that we're going to be successful in taking the actions that we need to, I think, have to begin with education. I think you've got to invest in that. We've got to bridge the gap between what scientists know about the threat and what the general public understands. And I think that the most effective way and the quickest way to get there is to invest in young people. They deserve to know what the scientists have concluded. And they're just not getting it in our schools. That's not to say there aren't some terrific teachers in schools doing amazing work, but for the most part, they're not getting this. And I think it's hard to develop the will to make this a priority without the information. And so that kind of led me to start ACE. And happy to be sitting actually next to, which I found out in the conference room, Rosemary, who I think was a freshman at one of our first assemblies in 2009 at Berkeley High. So,
great to have been inspired.
Yeah.
So tell us briefly about the organization. You present high school demonstrations by high schoolers to high schoolers around the country, and then we'll ask Carleen to come up and we'll continue. But tell us a little bit about...
Educators a bit north. So they're typically sort of maybe just out of college. So they're young 20-somethings. But we have educators that go into high schools and give assembly presentations. That's our first engagement. In about 3 years, we've been in front of about 1.5 million high school students. So we've demonstrated that if you tell this story right, it's a story that you have to really tell right. It's hard to see the villain, right? But if you tell the story right, young people engage. Young people, you can shoot straight with young people. You can tell them what the scientists have concluded. And then more importantly, you can tell them what solutions there are out there and what opportunities this will open up in addressing what will be a big challenge for them. And so it begins with these educators that go and do these pretty cool, a lot of music and video and animation assembly presentations. And our educators follow back up with students in clubs that we form to take on projects in their schools and communities.